Juke's Towers of Hell is an obby game where you climb towers and beat towers. And some towers, they're pretty forgettable, right? They're forgettable, and we forgot about them. And today I will be talking about the top 5 most forgettable JTOH towers. And yes, I completely stole this video from Live, who did the exact same thing. But I'm gonna do it my way. And these are the towers that I forgot about personally. When thinking about towers that I forgot about, it's very obvious that you forget about them. So maybe there are some more forgettable ones that I actually just completely forgot about. But out of the ones that I forgot about, these are the ones that I put on the list that I forgot about. What? Anyways, let's get into the video. Also, I know this introduction is like super long, but if I sound different, it's because I'm currently sick. So yeah. Okay, so at number 5, we got Tower of Swift Imprecise Sections. Now, I know this tower might not be the most forgettable for some people, but to me, I completely forgot about this tower, and I only remember it, like, to the slightest degree because of how much it sucks. Like, genuinely, I don't think anybody wants to sit down for an hour and a half and play Tower of Swift Imprecise Sections. And I think the reason why I might remember this, like, to a significant degree is because of the terrible client objects on this tower. Like they use like the same like 3 client objects and they just spam it over and over and over again. And yeah, also the design is like really forgettable and just really mid. This tower is completely mid in every aspect. Like I think when you are defining the word mid, Tower of Swift and Precise Sections comes to mind immediately. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. On to number 2. On to number 4. Alright, so number 4, I got Tower of Diverging Layers in Lost River. Now, I could pretty much put any tower from Lost River on this list and it would be completely acceptable because honestly, nobody gives 2 shits about Lost River. It's just such a forgettable area. Like, I don't think you're not pulling up with the homies in JTOH. Like, yo, we gotta hop on Lost River. We gotta grind the heck out of Lost River. We gotta beat everything, bro. It's never like that. It's like, I'll play Lost River because I have nothing else to do, and then I'm never playing it again for another, like, 10 months. So, yeah, that's why I put Tower of Diverging Layers on here. Also because it is so blatantly obvious that they were trying to be tower thinning layers, but it just did not work at all. Like, it genuinely did not work at all. Like, you tried to be tower thinning layers and you failed. Terribly. And the gameplay is terrible. Like, the 10th floor is like 6 hours long. I beat it and, like, never again, but, you know. Also, the colors are so incredibly vibrant, it's not even funny. Like, you're trying to play the first floor, and you can't get past the crazy yellow. That it's, like, so vibrant, and it makes you want to die. So, yeah, that's why I put Tower of Divergent Layers on here. Also because, like, it's forgettable. End of story. At number 3, I have Tower of Uneasy Scaling. In Ring 8, you know this tower for being forgettable. It is the definition of forgettable. Like, when you think of forgettable towers in JTOH, this has to be at least the first or second one that comes to mind, which is a good thing and it's also a bad thing because, like, if you're trying to think of forgettable towers, the first one that comes to your mind isn't really forgettable. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not making any sense, but yeah, this one is like genuinely forgettable for me because like, I know what the tower was, but I literally had to go to the JTOH wiki to look up what this tower was called. Like, I had no clue. So, I knew it was like TOU, and then I had no idea what it was after that, but it's Tower of Uneasy Scaling. You can thank me in the comments. I finally found out what his name was, but yeah, it sucks how forgettable it is because it is a genuinely good tower. Like, I beat it. It is so good, actually. It's like one of the best towers in Ring 8, and I can say that firmly. At least after they, like, updated it, because before the update, nobody wanted to step foot near it, and after it, it's shown a bit more love, but it's still very forgettable. So that's why I put it on this list. Yup, that's all. So after seeing me talk about these for a few minutes, now I have a feeling that you know by now that I'm very passionate about this topic, and it would mean the world to me if you went down there, hit that like button, and smashed that subscribe button, absolutely obliterated that thing out of this world, make the red button turn gray. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But yeah, back to the video. Number 2, we have Tower of Overbearing Vertigo in Zone 8. Some people, they may look at me like Mango, kind of cool. You are crazy. This is not the second most forgettable tower in the entire world. And to that, I would say you are wrong. It is the second most forgettable tower in the entire world because I forgot about it. And I literally beat it. It's in Zone 8. It's new, and it's also forgettable. I feel like when JTOH started to like add a lot of like new content with like Zone 8 and stuff, like the people who were there since like earlier days, like 2019 or 2020 or whatever, like they started to like lose it in their brain a little bit. Like there are so many acronyms you need to memorize. Like it's crazy. Like I have to memorize like 300 freaking towers. It's absolutely absurd. But yeah. So I feel like this one just kind of got lost in the sauce, at least for me. But yeah, that's my reasoning for putting this at number 2. Also, it's the only REM in Zone 8 that I beat, I think. And it's really good, so maybe that's why I remembered this to put it on the list that is of the most forgettable JTOH towers. But I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you think I'm absolutely a joke for saying this. Tell me in the comments if you think I'm crazy for saying this. But yeah, that's my opinion. So yeah, moving on to the number 1 spot. In the number 1 spot, we have Tower of Excessive Weirdness in Lost River. This is the second Lost River tower to be on this list. And that is for a reason. It is because Lost River as a whole is just completely forgettable. And I already said that, but I have to say it again so it is drilled in your head. Okay, good. We have a common understanding. So now I can talk about why Tower of Excessive Weirdness is the most forgettable JTOH tower. Cool. Honestly, I don't really have a reason for this being the most forgettable JTOH tower. I just felt like, compared to every other tower, this is just the one that people remember least. But that might not be true for a lot of people. It's just, like, for me, it was the first thing that I saw in Lost River, like, when it released. I was there a few days after release, I think, and it was the first thing I played, and then I never stepped foot in it again. And, yeah. If you went up to the average JTOH fan, the average JTard, right? We took the sample size of like 100 people, right? Supposedly, theoretically, and we asked them, can you tell me what TOEW is? They would all be like, I have no clue. And hey, we're gonna prove that theory right now. We're gonna ask somebody. All right, hold up a bit. Yeah, so that pretty much proves my point. So yeah, that's enough said about that. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, guys, go down into the comment in the, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Subscribe.
I shitted in my pants. I am for real. Never meant to make my booty shit. I apologize, I shit my pants. I shitted in my pants. I am for real. Never meant to make my booty shit. I apologize, I shit my pants.